Hi guys, good morning. Hola chicos, buenos días. Vamos a comenzar con nuestra actividad de inglés. You already know that this we do it in both languages, in Spanish and English. So I'm gonna try to do the same. Recuerda que esto lo hacemos en inglés y en español, so I'm gonna explain it in English and I'm gonna explain it in Spanish, okay? So if you're seeing, you have an instruction here. And the lesson for today is school objects. If you notice, we have some school objects right here, okay? So, but we are not only focusing in school objects. We are going to talk about how to make a simple sentence and how can we change the simple sentence into a question. No nada más vamos a hablar de los objetos de la escuela, sino también vamos a hablar en cómo hacer una oración simple y cómo pasarla esta a pregunta, ¿vale? So for this, we have to listen an audio and then you will have to listen the word. And when you listen to audio, you will have to repeat after you listened the word. Vas a escuchar el audio y después de que el audio diga la palabra, tú vas a tener que repetir la palabra después del audio, ¿ok? So I'm gonna play it and then you will have to repeat it.
One, desk. Listen, point, and say. One, desk. Two, pencil case. Three, board. Four, door. Five, window. Six, clock. Unit Lesson 5, Activity 3, page 20. Sing and act. Follow me. Stand up, please, then walk to the board. Wave to your friends and walk to the door. Now walk to the window. Turn around, walk to your desk, and please sit down. Stand up, please, and walk to the board. Wave to your friends and walk to the door. Now walk to the window. Turn around, walk to your desk, and please sit down.
Okay, so after that we listen this audio, we are going to focusing in how can we make a simple sentence. Después de escuchar este audio, que parece como un poco oriental, vamos a hacer o vamos a ver cómo podemos formar un enunciado simple utilizando estos sujetos y usando este modelo, esta formulita que yo te pongo aquí, ¿ok? So this is very simple, guys. So if you remember, we already seen this in class. Si tú recuerdas, ya hemos visto esto en clase. So if you remember, he, it means él. She means ella. It means cosa o animal. And for these subjects, just like in Spanish, justo en inglés como en español, tú dices esto es o ella es, él es o esto es, it's the same in English. We said él es like he is. And if we say ella es, we said she is. And what about if it's an animal or if it's an object? ¿Qué pasa si es un animal o es un objeto? We also say the same. Esto es, we say it in Spanish, but in English it's mostly the same, okay? En inglés es casi exactamente lo mismo when we're talking about simple sentence, okay? Like for example, esto es. But what about if we have a plural nouns? ¿Qué pasa cuando estos se vuelven plurales? Ahorita no lo vamos a ver, solo nos vamos a enfocar cuando es singular. But what about if we talk it? We can talk about this, but we are not going to use it. Vamos a hablar de ello, pero no lo vamos a utilizar. Por ejemplo, we said, nosotros somos, we are, and we said, tú eres. In English, you can say, you are. Si tú quieres decir ellos son, in English will be they are. If you notice, it's mostly the same in English than in Spanish, okay? We use almost the same nouns and the same verb to refer to the same thing. Si te das cuenta, utilizamos los mismos sujetos y los mismos verbos para referirnos a cosas muy similares, ¿vale? And if you notice right here, you have a few objects that are referred to school objects. Si tú te das cuenta, aquí tenemos muchos objetos que se refieren a objetos de la escuela. For example, pencil, blackboard, calendar, glue, but we can say also glue stick if you can say it. Both of them are okay. So then we have a chair, then we have a backpack, and then we have a desk, and then we have a ruler, then we have scissors, then you have a highlighter, a pencil case. I'm not naming all of them because I'm going to take a few time, and has to be really fast. No los voy a nombrar todos porque me voy a tomar mucho tiempo, entonces esto tiene que ser muy rápido, ¿vale? Para que no dure tanto el video. Entonces, if you notice, you have a formula right here. Si nos podemos dar cuenta, tenemos una fórmula que está en esta parte de acá. So, for example, if I want to make a simple sentence using an eraser, okay? In this case, I'm gonna use a desk. That if you remember, a desk es un escritorio. So what about if I want to say, esto es un, remember that we already said this. Esto es un escritorio. So if you notice, the verb is. And the subject is it, porque estamos diciendo esto es un escritorio. So for example, it is a desk. But what about if I want to talk about an eraser? It will be, it is, in this case will be and, because if you remember, eraser starts with a vowel. So it will have to be and, no a. So if you notice, if you want to make all the sentence using a, will be for those ones who starts with a consonant. For those words who starts with a vowel, as the last lesson that we learned infinitive verbs, so we learned that we can use a for those ones who starts with a consonant and an for those ones who starts with a vowel, ¿ok? Entonces, ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Para hacer un enunciado súper chiquito, lo único que vamos a utilizar es esta fórmula que tenemos aquí. Si yo quiero decir, como en español, esto es un escritorio, solamente tengo que seguir esta fórmula y esto va a depender de cómo comience la palabra aquí. Por ejemplo, si yo quiero utilizar highlighter, puedo seguir utilizando a. Pero ¿qué pasaría en caso que yo quisiera utilizar la eraser? Pues obviamente tendría que utilizar an, porque eraser no empieza con una consonant, empieza con una vowel. Entonces, vas a conjugar todas estas oraciones con todas estas palabras. Lo vas a hacer en tu cuaderno de inglés, ¿vale? Entonces, vas a hacer todos estos enunciados simples usando todas estas palabras que tú tienes aquí, ¿vale? Una vez termines, nos vamos a pasar a la lección número 2, ¿vale? Entonces vamos a escuchar este audio.
Unit Lesson 6, Activity 1, page 21. Listen, read, and say.
Is it a board?
No, it isn't.
Is it a window?
Yes, it is.
Okay, if you notice, for this, we change this simple sentence into a question, okay? So this one is really, really simple. Why? Because you have the simple sentence right here. Ahora, este enunciado simple que tenemos acá, lo vamos a pasar a una pregunta. Por ejemplo, el niño que tenemos aquí, the kid that we have right here, imagine that he's blind. Imagínate que está ciego or someone is covering his eyes o alguien está cubriendo los ojos, so he cannot see, él no puede ver lo que está sucediendo. Imagínate que lo que está viendo aquí o lo que está tocando, pues lo que está aquí él no lo puede ver, pero sí lo puede tocar, entonces te puede decir qué pasaría si él quiere adivinar qué objeto es. Entonces, si tú le dices, obviamente tú ya sabes que esto es un escritorio, pero él no lo sabe, entonces tocándolo te podría decir, ¿es un escritorio? ¿Cómo lo pasaríamos? ¿Cómo pasaríamos este enunciado simple a una pregunta? So for this, it's really, really simple. If you notice, you have the verb right here. If you remember the structure of the sentence, we said that this is the subject, this is the verb, and this is the complement. So for this, it's really, really simple. We have to change the verb to the beginning, and we have to change to the subject right here, okay? So goes like this. Is it a desk? So what about if we use the example of an eraser? Is it an eraser? Or what about if we use the example right here? It is a pencil. Is it a pencil? Okay, so this one is really simple, guys. So, in this activity, you have to look and circle. Is it a clock? Yes, it is, or no, it isn't. Is it a desk? Yes, it is, or no, it isn't. You will have to circle the option that you think that it is, okay? This one is not necessary. If you want to play it, you can do it. You have to play the guessing game. Tienes que adivinar qué objetos te están mostrando. You can play this with your mom or sister or brother, but if you don't want to play it, it's okay. So what about if I want to answer that Is it a desk? It is a desk. We have the sentence. But what about, is it a desk? I want to answer this question. So we have two options for answer this. We have the positive one, that it means that yes, it is. Sí, sí es un escritorio, but what about if it isn't? So we have the negative form for answer this. No, it isn't. So you have two options, okay? The one that is yay, yes, it is. Or the one that is negative, that no, it isn't, okay? So for this, we are going to review this in the next lesson. So the only thing that you have to do right now is just to answer these pages and the ones that are in the extra material, okay? So see you soon, guys, and I love you. Bye bye.